Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. Thankful Thursday. How are you guys doing? It's Nicole Danell, your sexy stage 4 colon cancer with meds to the liver patient. Oh, yeah, and I got a new do. So I told y'all how the chemo, either if you're going through breast cancer, usually goes all the way off unless you're doing this cold treatment. I'll tell you more about that next time. But well, I don't know about the other cancers, but for colon cancer, it doesn't make your hair come out, it just thins it. And like in the back and on the side, you can see my scalp, like it's still growing. I clipped the ends the other day, but and my hair's curly too, so this is not far-fetched. But yeah, so I got a new look. I've never had a wig before. I've never had weave before. Now I've had Senegalese twist, but that's about it. So I'm actually like, oh my God, look at me, look at me. I told my mom and dad and my sister to call me Dirty Diana. Oh yeah, and I got on another one of my creations. You know, guys, that I am an artist, graphic designer, painter, photographer, and I do it all. And also I designed our t-shirts for my family cookout next weekend for Juneteenth. I mean, it's the 19th, but we're doing it on Saturday because some people are coming from out of town, and of course they want to be home Sunday to attend church if church is open where they go. So yes, guys, so I just want to come on here and show y'all my new do. Y'all can tell me how y'all like it, but I really don't care because I love it. So it doesn't matter what you guys say, but you could type in and leave a message. And it's so funny. All day yesterday, even when I went to get my fluids, I kept on saying it was Friday. So the video I did yesterday, I opened it up with Happy Fantastic Friday, and I'm like, oh my God. So that one is not gonna go up until Friday, and I won't have this on because I just got this today. But yes, I just wanted to make sure you guys are checking on your friends. Make sure that you checking on your family as well. The sick and shut in, or people, depression, because depression is so real, and it's especially real in the Black community because we've always been raised to be hard, don't be soft, and sometimes that can affect a person in a different way because sometimes you can't be strong in a situation. Sometimes you can. It just depends on the person. I was listening to a podcast this morning, and I love that she, talks about different cancers, and she has, people on there. But one thing she said that she was angry about when she got cancer. Like, I do all this, I do all that. Why me? And I never experienced that. So I actually wanted to leave her a message, because I've never really been around someone when they first told, except for myself. And with me being who I am, I wasn't angry, but yes, I cried because who expects to have stage 4 colon cancer? Nobody. So, I did cry. My parents actually went with me after they did the biopsy of my liver to find out that it had spread, and that's what started, anytime it spread from the original site to another distant, Lord, I'm having chemo brain, but to the liver or the lungs or something like that, then you're stage 4. You at different stages depending on as far as what's going on in your body, and everybody handles it differently. I gained a lot of weight. I'm overweight right now. I would say you probably can see it right here, my legs and everything. So my knees, as I probably told y'all, I had knee surgery because I had torn my meniscus because of the weight. So guess what? Both knees are hurting now. So I'm gonna give it a week or two before I call my I guess he's orthopedic. I can't remember, but before I call him, and he's really nice. I like him, handsome guy too. Before I call him to set up an appointment because it may go away. I don't want to have to go through surgery if I don't have to do surgery. I mean, it's not major surgery because they just go in, the laparoscopy. They just do that. But also I do have to have my kidney stent replaced because they tried to. I used to have a kidney stent that was metal. It didn't work. So they tried the plastic one, that didn't work. So a new one came out. I forgot what material he said, and that's the one he put in. But still, my body starts to, I don't know, reject it or get tired of it at 6 months. And so I think this month, or last month, maybe 6 months, and it is starting to hurt on my left side. So I have an appointment next Thursday to go ahead and, see what's going on, and when can we schedule, surgery. But yeah, I'm enjoying the weather. It's 80 something degrees here in Alpharetta, Georgia. I love sitting outside, but I need to have a barrier between me and the fly. Well, I haven't seen any flies. That's funny. But wasps and bees are around here, lizards, and the leaves blowing, so I need to blow them. But I love sitting outside. I'm gonna set it up to where it looks like my oasis. Just doing little by little. And I'm just excited because I'm excited for summer. I can be out more. Got my legs out today. Yeah. So, I could go to the pool because we have a pool out here where I live at. I mean, I probably won't get in, but again, it's chlorine. It should be chlorine in there, so I should be safe. But I would love to have my own pool. I'll probably be in that pool every single day. And I forgot how to swim. And excuse me, trying to get the lipstick off my teeth. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. That's, things just happen. But, yeah, and I wouldn't say a close friend. My ex, my first love that lives in Brooklyn, his sister just passed away from cancer about 4 or 5 days ago. And it was kind of eerie because I don't be on Facebook as much as I be on Instagram or on TikTok. So I didn't even check. So she was on my mind, and I said, "Oh, let me text him and see how she doing." And he said, "Sorry, but she passed away 2 days ago." I was devastated. I just started crying so much, even though I've only met her twice. It was still because I know him and I know how close they were, and I know that was my first love. And not only that, it reminded me of when my sister passed away just recently, in April the 19th. So all these emotions start coming in because I'm going through it. I'm going through, chemo and radiation and, get my fluids, get my blood taking all like 20, maybe 15 pills a day. My gabapentin I take 3 times a day because my neuropathy is so bad. Then he put me on a new medication that is supposed to help, but I've only been on it maybe a week and a half, and the emotions started coming because also it's scary because cancer don't care who you are, and not only that, it can come back. You can beat it, and because my cousin who passed away, she had beat breast cancer the first time, then it came back, and she passed away. I think this was in March. I think it was in March or the first, I can't remember, but it was after her birthday because we had a birthday celebration for her. So it's scary when you're actually someone that has stage 4, which not everybody, can get to where I've gotten or gets better, they pass away. So it's very scary to know that this could happen to me. I know God is not going to allow that to happen, but it could happen. It could come back. It could, wipe me out. Right now I'm in the normal range, but it's not gone. My tumors are only, I think it's dormant because they're not active. But I'm still stage 4. They still there. Like, I think he got rid of a lot of them with the radiation. But as far as for my colon, I still have 3 tumors there. And the largest one is in my colon. So I'm very positive about everything, but believe me, I am human, just like, I hate flies. I mean, gnats. I'm human, just like everybody else. I have emotions. I wouldn't say bad days. Well, yes, I would. I would say I have bad days, not as far as my mental and my perspective on what's going on, but because I'm still always positive. But I do have bad days where I have no energy. I can't do anything. And I do cry because I miss doing stuff. I miss being able to do, my drawings, my paintings. And I do all of my sketches and drawings right now on my iPad on Procreate. And then I just print them out with my printer and I can frame them, or, whoever I did it for, I just roll it up and, and put it in package it. But, guys, it's just so crazy. It's like you think you're in the clear, and then you have to go get tested. Especially if, let's say, you are in the clear, and you have to go get tested still because of either every 3 months, or every 6 months, because they don't want it to come back, and they're trying to make sure. But let's say in between that time it has come back, and then it's like rattling through your body. That's not good. So that's why you need to eat good. Um, I would say that Dr. Sebi, if you look him up and look at as far as the electric and non-electric and what you need to do as far as to help heal your body, that is the best thing to do. I don't eat meat, so I don't eat burgers unless they are vegan. I don't eat pork, which I never did really, except for holidays when I was younger. As I was getting older, I didn't want it. It didn't smell right. It didn't taste right. What else? I don't eat beef. No hot dogs. No nothing. I do the vegan burgers, or I love rice and peas, which I'm making now. I do eat seafood, so I'm considered a pescatarian. But I'm trying to work my way into being fully vegan to make sure that I'm here as long as I could be here until and my mother's 84. I want to be here till I'm 90 something. I want to watch my granddaughter grow up. I want to watch her, go through the steps of life, elementary, middle, high school, graduation, then on to college if that's what she wants, or military, whatever she want to do. But I want to be here to go along with her because that is my little heart. And I said, God put her here at a time that I really needed it. And I was mad at first because I knew my daughter wasn't ready. And then I'm like, when I'm going through, like, why would you do this? And then I thought about it. I said, you know what? I'm thankful because God just gave me my biggest reason is, God, I'm having chemo brain, other than my parents and, my close friends and sisters. And, God gave her to me through my daughter. So me and the grandbaby, we have a great relationship. Me and my daughter, we don't have a relationship, but neither there nor whatever they say. I'm not gonna speak on that, but I do love my daughter. I just don't like her. I don't like her choices. I don't like my son's choices, but I do love him as well. I would never stop loving him because I'm a mother. I almost died having him. That's another story for a later time. But yes, I want to still be here. So people, please, if you can catch it earlier, it's the best because you could probably have surgery, radiation, and chemo in a year or two and just knock it all out and you're fine. But once you get to stage 4, it's a different type of fight. It's a different type of thing that you're going to go through. You're going to hear this, you're going to hear that, you're going to look up this and look up that. And, you need to be as far as knowledgeable as far as when you're talking to the doctor because you have to be your advocate. Because with me, you can't just tell me, oh, you're going to do this. No, I need to know why. I need to know what it is, what's going on, how it's going to affect me. And me and my doctor talk like that. And I'm glad we have a great relationship because, there's no, oh my God, I'm not going to do, no, it's not like that. Because just like our last conversation before I got on to the chemo regimen that I was on in the beginning until now, she didn't want to do it because of, it's so strong. And I told her no. I said if it worked then, it took me all the way down to 17 from 6,200 and something. Why would we not do this time? So she went with it because guess what? Because I was an advocate for myself. And if I wouldn't have done that, who knows what would have happened. So I'm glad I did that. And then she also looked into, which I had already looked up like months before, was the radiation ablation where they go directly into your liver or whatever, Lord, I can't think of what I want to say. Sorry, I've been having chemo brain blocks like for the last 2 weeks and it's getting worse. But yeah, they was able to do that and that's what I had twice. I didn't have to do it the third time because it was so successful. So that brought my numbers all the way at the time. I think it was 8.4 and 7.2 or 9.4, one of them. 7.2, 0 to 7.2 is normal range. So I had chemo after that report, which is my CEA number, which shows for colon cancer how the cancer is going through your body, what it's doing. So I had chemo after that for 3 days, as I usually do, and I think I'm in the normal range right now. I would go ahead and say that I am. And so my doctor gave me a little break off of chemo because I've been doing it ever since February 5th, 2000 and no, yeah, February 5th, 2020. And which is crazy because my sister that passed away on April the 19th, that is her birthday. So we was both actually, because she had an appointment then too, we was both at doing chemo on her birthday, talking back and forth. And I just thought that she was going to get through this. She was going to beat it. It was going to be great for her. But it was some things that she was keeping from us that we didn't find out until it was at the end. And there's nothing we could do about it at that point when they, unless God steps in, and God probably kept her here wanting her to ask him to heal her, let her live, and she didn't. And I'm sorry for you guys that don't believe in God, but I believe in God. I was raised like that. I'm gonna die like that. So, but yeah. So it had a lot to do with her being severely depressed. And I wish I would have known. I wish I would have been able to see her, because then I would have known, because you don't hear it over the phone all the time. You have to actually see that person's face and look at them and see that something is going on that shouldn't be going on. Which, to speak of that, my other sister that passed away March the 16th of last year, which is on my best friend Andy's birthday. Hey, Andy. Last year, the night, I think it was the night before she passed away, we was all, me, her, and my sister Veronica, Ronnie, and her name was Michelle. We was all on FaceTime, which we always did that because she always wanted to check on me because she was in Panama City, Florida. And she had this look on her face, and she was just looking, and I thought she was looking at TV, and she's like, no. So I'm like, she's just looking into space, like, what's going on? And then she died the following night or two after that. And I wish I would have known what was on her mind. And her death was more, she had a massive heart attack, and I don't know, if that could have been prevented. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But I do know that I researched stuff, and I think if somebody happens to be there because she lived by herself, maybe she would still be here. But as they say, God has our birth date and our death date. There's nothing we could do about that. So if he wants to take us at any time, guess what? He's going to do it. But I do miss both of them. I actually did a drawing of my sister from last year, Michelle, and I put it on a t-shirt. So I'm working on one for my sister Lisa, and this one is going to be a little bit different than how I did my sister Michelle's. But I miss them dearly. I cry sometimes thinking about them, like I want to cry now talking about them. But God called them home, and it's nothing we could do about it. When he takes them home, I just feel so bad because I wasn't able to see my sister before. Oh my God, I'm about to cry on here. I don't want to do that. I wasn't able to see my sister before she passed away because of what I was going through. The chemo, the radiation, and I have to get clearance from my doctor because I can't be around a lot of people because I could get sick and that wouldn't be good. So I didn't, and I just wish I could have just hugged her. Oh God. Whew. I wish I could have just hugged her and told her how much I love her, how much I wanted her to be here. But if she needed to go, she could go. I wanted to tell her this, but she had got to the point where she would be in and out, and she didn't have a cell phone. She wouldn't answer the room phone, so I could only talk to her when somebody was there with, a phone or FaceTime. And I did get to speak to her before she passed on. I did show her my granddaughter, not knowing if she knew, what was going through her mind at the time, because, I don't understand what it is when somebody tell you, that's it, there's nothing we could do, you're going to die in a month or maybe 8. And, I don't know what was going through her mind, but she was like my best friend. Well, she was my best friend. I talked to her more than I talked to my other siblings. But now I talk to my sister Veronica because my sister Michelle was her best friend. And, their sisters, my sister Lisa is actually through my father. But, yeah, it's hard. Grief is hard. I'm not gonna say it gets easy because I heard it doesn't. It just changes. And I was still dealing with my sister Michelle, and then now my sister Lisa is like a whole bunch, and not to mention two of my favorite cousins, and I just had so many family members. My favorite aunt that I lost since I've been diagnosed. So it's always scary when you have, I think it was 5 people dying of cancer close to me, and then his sister distantly. So yeah, it's hard. It weighs on your heart, especially if you are a person that have a heart. Me, I have one. I'm sorry, I was trying to see what that was. I love love. I enjoy love. I enjoy family. Um, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. But guys, please just go get. Sorry for the long soapbox. We're already into 20 minutes. Please do go get screened or go get your colonoscopy. Please don't wait. Also, please make sure that you are checking on your mental health as well as others. And just enjoy life. Enjoy the summertime. Enjoy this breeze. I'm enjoying sitting out here. I'm cooking my food so I can eat and then go upstairs and work on some things since I got some energy. So I'm feeling better than I was the days before. Like the last 2 days, I've been having good energy. So thank God for that. I don't want it to go away yet because I got a couple things I need to do. But I just want to come on here, give a little insight what's going on with me, show y'all my new hair, and just talk to you guys. But again, my name is Nicole Danell. I'm your sexy stage 4 colon cancer with Mets to the liver patient. And I just want to say I love you guys. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shout outs. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the motivation. Just thank you for everything. Oh my God, I thank you guys. And I love you guys. And I am Nicole Danell. And I am out.